Lynette here, and I have a married couple that has co-authored a book about conflict in marriage. Not just one book, but two. Tim and Joy Downs. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
Good to be with you.
Good to talk to you again.
Yes. Let's talk about two of your marriage books. One is called Fight Fair, and I love the title of the second one. One of Us Must Be Crazy, and I'm pretty sure it's you. What a great title. Let's talk about these books.
Well, we've been married almost 45 years ourselves,
Woo!
And you can imagine over the years we've had disagreements like any other married couple. And, we realized early on that we just didn't have any instructions on how to conduct a conflict. That's the problem. The problem is people just get mad, and then they drop the clubs and go at it, and they end up doing hurtful and harmful things. So we wrote two books because we thought that conflict really has two parts to it. One is, how do you conduct a disagreement? What are the rules? And then the other is, what are you really fighting about? Because we realized often we couldn't make any headway on our disagreement because we really weren't getting down to the heart of the issue. That's what One of Us Must Be Crazy is about. That book focuses on content, on what is the root underlying issue that you're actually disagreeing about. Until you get down to that, you're not going to actually make any improvement.
Right. We just came about that by doing it the wrong way for many years. And we thought we would be arguing about 100 different things, but we realized, no, they actually fall into about 7 different categories that are the root of your disagreement. For example, I value security more than Tim does.
Yeah.
And so that, just affects all kinds of areas, like how much I even pack. I want to be ready for anything, so I pack more than he does, in just the eventuality that we may need it.
Yeah.
Or when you have children, then I value their security. Tim is like, they'll be fine, just let them go ride their bikes without their helmet, just down the block. And I'm just like, no, they need their helmets. So, when we really realized that neither one of us is all right or all wrong, but we just have different values, then we could kind of appreciate the other person's perspective and kind of flex more on those things.
That's the most important point, is that we said the hardest disagreements you'll ever have are the ones where you're both right.
Mm-hmm.
In a marriage, you bring different things to the table. You come from different perspectives. And both of those perspectives are right. But we can spend all day fighting about a bicycle helmet until we realize we're not even fighting about bicycle helmets. It really is that underlying issue of security. And once you understand your difference on that issue, you can be prepared for a conflict before it ever comes your way.
Wonderful. Oh, Tim, Joy, thank you so much. If you're looking for a new book, maybe a book that you and your spouse could read together, pick up one or both of these, Fight Fair and the other book, One of Us Must Be Crazy, and I'm pretty sure it's you, both by Tim and Joy Downs. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity for you and your husband to connect, for you and your spouse to connect and talk about conflict, right?
Right.
That's right. It's a good idea to talk about conflict before you have a conflict, because Joy and I have always said the heat of battle is no time to decide what your rules and standards are. So better to understand how you want to conduct a conflict before the next one comes your way.
Wonderful. Look for their books, Fight Fair and One of Us Must Be Crazy, and It Must Be You, wherever books are sold.